What's up, dudes? It's Molly. I'm here. I just put my eye patches on and my wild cherry lip smack. Yes, but I am here to talk to you about. Look at this. Yes. Oh, where are we? What dimension are we in? Yes. About what happens. How to look. Hello, darling. Yes. I'm looking at you in the mirror. See how that works? Look at my phone. I just love that. Let's do it. So, darlings, yes. What happens with the fucking mirror? Yeah, when you go through a spiritual awakening. So a lot of people, if you have gone through a spiritual awakening, there is a good chance you may have some form of body dysmorphia. You might not know that. You may not have ever even realized it. Yeah. So what happens is, before you had your awakening, before your guide said, "Oh, darling, yes, enough is enough. No more of this for you. Yes, we want you to see how beautiful you are." Yeah, your filter was all fucked up. Every time you looked in the mirror, you did not see what everybody else saw. And so part of what happens when you get the Holy Grail, the Ace of Cups, self-love, is the body dysmorphia unclenches. And spirit starts allowing you to see the truth and reality. And if you don't understand this is going on, and especially if you don't realize that you might have a form of dysmorphia, and so what that means is when you look in the mirror, you see something different, or you did before your awakening, than everybody else, And it is what it is, And you may have just learned to live with it. You may have, or it may have been crippling with anxiety. But now that you've had the awakening, and this is where you need a guide, because it can be super freaky if you've had an awakening, and you look in the mirror. This is what happens. Who is this person? I see this person, and this person looks totally different. So if you're in this stage, dudes, this is, if you have dysmorphia, you should work with a therapist for sure. Because they'll help you release the clutch of it, But spirit will also come in, And when you're getting alchemized, when you're healing, dudes, so when we heal, and getting knowledge is freedom. So when we heal, when we get this knowledge, think of it as when we're in Grossville, when we're living in Grossville with all these demonic entities attached to us, this low vibration. Think of it as like a sinker weight that's magnetized to you. And as you heal, that you change vibration, and that big, giant, heavy sinker is no longer magnetized to you, and it just falls off. And then you ascend up in vibration. And the more you ascend up in vibration, the more you gain the Holy Grail, self-love, the Ace of Cups. Yes, and you heal. And so through your awakening, you're just releasing these attachments, these sinkers that have been attached to you. They just fall off because the vibration, they can't hang on anymore. You've changed vibration. So that's what's happening when you're getting alchemized through the spiritual awakening. And so the mirror, what the fuck's going on with the mirror? Because you look in the mirror and all of a sudden, you know it's you. And this is where it can be very scary, if you don't understand. You know it's you, but everything's different. You look different. And you're afraid to talk about it because what if everybody thinks you're fucking crazy? This is what happens when you go through the awakening. Yeah. You know you look different. Now, I'm looking in the mirror, remember? And this time, yeah. Hey, this person, yeah. The first time I looked in the mirror today, yeah. Let's look. This person isn't as freaky as I usually think it is. Because I've had my awakening and spirit removed a veil, yeah? And these different aspects of me, you may find yourself doing this, and it's not an admiration, it's kind of like a silent curiosity, awe, and wonder, where you're like, I feel like I have changed. My face has physically changed. And you look at yourself and you say, and it's not that horrible. Yeah, and you're just kind of looking in the mirror and you say, who are you? Yeah, you may find yourself doing this. And it's not a bad thing. It's almost like a fun kind of curiosity feeling. And then you step away from the mirror. And then maybe 10 minutes later, you go back to the mirror and you look in the mirror again. And now things that you had noticed that first time, that kind of curiosity, yeah, you may have noticed a wrinkle or a spot or a freckle or something, and it wasn't mortifying. It was just you were acknowledging, yeah, I acknowledge I have this whatever, and then you step away. And then like 10 minutes later, if you go back to the mirror and you look, you may notice that specific thing that you had noticed now looks like it might have like an Instagram filter on it. It's not as bad. It like looks better. And it can be really trippy, and that's where it can be scary if you don't have a guide. Yeah, but what you're seeing, my loves, is what you truly look like. Yeah, that second time when you go back and you say, okay, it's not that bad. Yeah, wait, it's like a amped up version of the first time I saw it. It's like a nicer little tweak. Yeah, well, that's actually what you look like. Can you imagine that? Yeah. So your filter, your own personal filter, is getting worked on by spirit to show you what you truly look like. Yeah? Beautiful. Yeah. Spirit wants you to see how beautiful your vessel is. Because you haven't been seeing it correctly. Nope. So it can be scary. Yeah. Because you're like, everything's changing. Yeah. But if spirit has to unfold the healing to you. Yeah. If it came just like this, like instant change, yeah, it would be too much of a mind fuck. Yeah. So spirit unfolds it for you. Yeah. So it's really a beautiful thing. So if you're looking in the mirror and you're having weird instances, yeah, try that exercise maybe. If you're working with a therapist, talk to a therapist about it. If you feel like you might have body dysmorphia, for sure, try to find a therapist. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Yeah. And that second time, dudes, that's what you really look like. All right, go look at yourself in the mirror. You gorgeous thing, you.